So this is Climb Lawrence. It's a little gym in Lawrence, Kansas. It's the only climbing gym for miles around, and my goal is to climb it from right to left. I want to start at that jug right there, climb the entire bouldering section, and there's a little bit more in that cove back there that you can't see as well, and finish on the auto belays. And if I do this right, I'm never gonna touch the mats. I'm gonna go all the way around from concrete to pads. So it starts out on this jug. Really fun little sort of miniature boulder problem going from this sloper to this arete. You get a lot of compression on this. Over to the campus board. From the campus board, then we go around the corner over to the spray wall, through the spray wall, up to the cave. The cave is very pumpy because there's not a lot of great options for jugs down there, and there's not a lot of great options for feet up there. But there's a really good rest in between there at the dihedral. So once you get through that section, then you go over to the slab wall, which is fine once you get on it, but actually transitioning to the slab is pretty difficult. Then there's a really good rest over in that corner as well, and which is good because that brings us into the first crux. All of the problems on here are very difficult. There's not a lot of jugs, and getting around that volume in the middle, there's not really a route that goes around it. So we're sort of doing unexplored territory here, and the sequence that I found in order to do that is actually really cool. I'm pretty happy that it actually works, but it is very difficult. It involves a heinous piano match on this little horizontal crimp while you're sort of navigating around this volume. That goes. And then even once you get to that jug, it's not over. Like getting down from there to the rest position is really hard. Once you get to that rest, then you go over here. This is the second crux. This one's not bad by itself. The hard part is getting through those little crimps up on that volume, because all the problems on this wall are like V5 plus. So all the holds are bad, but it's not terrible from the ground. The problem is by the time you get here, after having gone through the cave and crux 1, I think I'm going to be pretty pumped. So this is probably going to be the red point crux, but we'll see. And then I was just warming up. I got through this section. I continued on through all the way down this wall and over into this section, around the corner, through the twister game, through the traverse wall, and out. And that wasn't too bad. I was able to link from the start of crux 2 to the end. I did a pretty good session a couple days ago. I managed to completely do the second crux, and I managed to do all of the moves on the first crux, so now I'm confident that it is possible to climb this entire thing. So hopefully this session I'm going to be able to completely link the first crux, and also dial in some of the movement in between so that I'm not getting as worn out on the intermediate sections. So mission accomplished. I just linked the first crux. It actually went smoother than I expected. I think I figured something out just then about the sequence. From that pink edge up there to that jug and then down to this blue guy. This time I just went straight from the pink to the blue, and that actually ended up working out really well. I had a bit of a swing, which I can probably catch with a little more control, but the heel on this guy worked really well. So I think that's gonna be the sequence. And I also figured out something about using this little guy here to help me get over from this side of the wall to the next jug. I think I'm gonna rest a little bit. I might try linking or dialing in some of the easier sections. This is the section I'm trying to work right now. From the cave down through the slab wall. I really want to get this section clean in particular. Like, I can do it, no problem, but I want to save as much energy as possible here, because that section's really pumpy. And if I burn more energy here, then I'm gonna have a really hard time recovering before the two cruxes. There's not a lot of great feet here, and I really want to be moving across this section because these holds are the best. But I really don't want to like just drop down and catch on my arms. And I think the way to get my feet down here is right hand here, left hand on this guy, and then I can step them down and then bump for this pocket. I think that's going to be the way to go. You may have noticed that I'm doing all of this practice in rental shoes, which have not the greatest stick on the wall. Unfortunately, the rand on my shoes have a hole in them. So they're still usable, like the toes are fine, but I think I'm gonna save them as much as I can for the send go, at least until I get a new proper pair of climbing shoes. I figure also practicing in rental shoes, like, it'll help me dial in the sequences, like get it really locked in, and then when I switch to my regular shoes, I'll just have that little more bit of precision to help me get the send, which should hopefully counteract being a little more tired and a little more unfocused when I get to each section. But we'll see. It might be like training with weights on, where it just makes you strong in the wrong ways. Like, I'll just start relying more on campusing everything and forget to use my feet. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Beautiful. Yes. You did it. Yeah. Literally first red point go, you did it. You're amazing. How do you feel? Oh, incredibly smoked? You did incredible. That was awesome. That was so far. That was so far. That was so much climbing. Look at all this. You're so cool. Yeah.